Hi there, today is November 25th, and I want to give a shout out to my hair today because it's actually looking really nice. I don't do my hair very often, just don't pay attention to the gray roots because today is dyeing day, dyeing the roots day. The reason I was kind of like, why am I so interested in my hair all the time? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I was bald for so long through both cancer journeys, and when you go bald, it's not just that you're bald, it's that it takes a long fucking time for your hair to grow back. And when your hair does grow back, it really doesn't grow back. And so I would say my hair's actually really starting to grow back and grow in. So that's why I'm interested in my hair every day. What I want to talk about today is why we let shitty people into our lives. And I'm speaking about this as someone who's let a lot of shitty people into her life, and I've really been. It's very interesting to me that God has been placing all these people from my past back into my life. I'm running into them. They're calling me out of the blue, and there was a part of me, the little addicted parts to the people that I had these relationships with, there were little addicted parts of, oh man, like maybe they've changed and maybe this is a good thing. And, maybe they can be back in my life again. And then there's the part of me that doesn't take shit anymore. And she's like, really? Like, really? Do you want this back in your life? And, I want to talk about how this feels because every time trauma is triggered, it feels like we're in a washing machine. And I've talked about this before, but that's really how it feels. Because if somebody from your past calls you or you run into them, there are going to be unhealed parts of that relationship that are still going to trigger. And you're going to be like, oh, but they did this, and oh, they did that, and oh, I miss this about them. You're always going to miss something good about them. Always. No matter who you are with, you're always going to miss those things. But that doesn't mean that they're the right person for you and that that is the relationship that you want in your life. No matter who they are, no matter what they did, you're going to miss something about them. The question we get to start asking ourselves or keep asking ourselves is this relationship going to help me live the life of my dreams? And to me, the life of my dreams is having someone that I absolutely love and adore, who absolutely loves and adores me. I'm a very generous person. I'm a very loyal person. I'm a very loving person. That is what I now know that I want to attract into my life. And I'm very happy alone. So unless that shows up, I'm not wasting my fucking time anymore. I've wasted my time on shitty relationships for many, many, many years. And I'm fucking done. But I'm here to share with you that no matter what, you're going to miss certain things about this person. So and so when the trauma is triggered, when all of these thoughts and emotions start to, kick themselves up, what we need is discernment. The discernment comes from our small intestine energy through Chinese medicine. That's what you learn. But it's like our small intestine discerns which food we keep and which it is waste. And we're also here to discern what is true about our lives, what is good for our life, what is not good for our life. Are these people really loyal, loving people, or are they douchey people? And to really, like, what happens is we're afraid that we're never going to find anybody else, so that's why we take the scraps. And when we start to really connect with God And to me, like I've been saying, God is a divine mother and divine father. As I continue to connect with that, it's like I feel safe, I feel loved, I feel held. I know that they're providing everything for me. So the less fear I feel, like I still have a lot more fear than I thought I did about certain things. Um, but there's this, I just want the best for myself. It's almost like you feel what a loving mother and loving father would want for you, and then you want it for yourself. And I'm not saying that my parents didn't love me. Yes, they did. But earth parents, our parents on earth, they parent from their fears and their lack and their wounds. And so a lot of times, a lot of limits are placed on us. It's not, we don't see our parents living the life of their dreams, and we don't see them in the relationship of their dreams. If you did, that is so great. But most people from my generation, they married the person because they got pregnant when they were young. They didn't necessarily even like that person. They hated their job, they hated their life. So that's not the life that I want for myself, and that is certainly not the life I want my children to have. So I am here to break the fucking cycle. And if you're watching my videos, so are you. And the cycle in my life was always saying, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm good feeling like shit because I don't deserve more. I'm good with someone who's not nice to me most of the time, but sometimes is nice to me because I don't deserve more. I'm good, when my life falls apart and I lose everything. I'm good. And this is the time to be like, no, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm fucking done with this shit. And this is where I'm talking about these cycles where we start to face the things that we're afraid of or angry about, or we're facing the lack and the limits in our lives. Then we get angry about it because it's like, well, this is not fucking okay. I can't believe that this is how I was treated all these years. But there's also the element always to take responsibility of, why the fuck did I allow this? Why did I allow this? Because there is always that. It's never the other person's fault. Or I shouldn't say that. Blaming other people and seeing their fault doesn't help us heal the part of us that allowed them in our lives, is a better way to say that. So we get angry, and then we really start to embody it, and we get sad, and then we start to see the truth, and that creates wisdom within us of, holy shit, I'm not doing that fucking shit again. And then it's like we just surrender, and we allow God to figure it out for us, and place the right people in our lives. So, I just had a conversation a few nights ago with someone that I always thought was my person, that I thought we would get back together someday because we were so connected in so many ways. And I knew, I knew that this person ended up having coffee a few times with my best friend. And my best friend at the time told me that, it was nothing. We're just going for coffee, talking about this project that we're doing, whatever. Long story short, they were fucking sleeping together. So I had a douchey fucking friend. I had these douchey men that are just gross energy men that, so my point is, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. They can go on and do their douchey shit for the rest of their fucking lives. But what I'm here to see is that I allowed it, that I had the feeling, and I didn't stand up for myself. I didn't ask the questions, but I sure as fuck did now. I know everything. I know everything because I asked the questions, I spoke my truth, and now I'm done. I'm done with douchey people, and it feels really, really good.